Gaijin Entertainment has released their latest game, an MMO World War II first-person shooter called Enlisted. At the time of this review, the game is in closed beta. It was first announced in 2016, so it's had at least 4 to 5 years of development. So let's check it out and see if it's worth playing. So Enlisted is a first-person shooter set in World War II. Players can enter into games controlling a squad of AI soldiers or as a solo. Players can rank up their soldiers individually in a squad and give them extra perks, different weapons and different equipment. On top of that, you have an account level that you rank up, and the maps are bundled together in campaigns. When you rank up your campaign, you also unlock different types of squads, such as different types of infantry or armour and airborne squads or planes. You need to select which campaign to play, and currently in the game there is the invasion of Normandy and the Battle of Moscow. This also limits the sides available to you. More campaigns are planned to come in future, such as the Battle of Tunisia and the Battle of Berlin. The game modes available are pretty much Conquest and an offense v defense type of Conquest. This game already has a spin-off called Cuisine Royale, which started as an April Fool's joke but is now a standalone third-person battle royale. Gaijin Entertainment calls this game an MMO, and an MMO is an online game where hundreds or thousands of players can play simultaneously on one server. In reality though, it's more like 10v10. If Gaijin calls this an MMO, then Fall Guys, Call of Duty, and pretty much any multiplayer game is an MMO in their eyes. And I think this pretty much falls down as false advertising by Gaijin Entertainment. So how does it play? Well, Enlisted is one of the most jankiest first-person shooters I have ever played. Everything feels off or wrong with it. What I think the developers have done is take all the movement and aiming systems from the third-person battle royale Cuisine Royale and moved it into this game, and it feels terrible in first person. Every change of direction you take while moving is just off. You can tell the whole character model is changing when you press your key, making it feel jolty. Jumping and vaulting is just jolty as well. It is like they've just moved the third person camera from Cuisine Royale and slapped it on your character's face without making any adjustments to animations or a good user experience. When you try to move through buildings, it's a nightmare. You can get stuck on any piece of furniture in the building, but sometimes your soldier will just climb over it. Trying to use a window to shoot out of when there is an object near it is, yes, janky, because your guy can't decide if he wants to be on top of the object or not. And just running through the environment, sometimes you'll be running too fast and you'll take like small little jumps when running down slopes. It's like the environment hasn't been designed for this movement system. And let's touch on the stamina bar. It's horrendously small. You can barely sprint before you need to stop and get your stamina back. Although you can upgrade this via perks when you rank up your soldier. Shooting is just okay. It works, there's nothing that stands out about it. You can rest your weapon on bits of cover, which is nice. What does feel bad, delayed and unresponsive is just changing equipment. Sometimes your character just doesn't change equipment. When you throw a grenade, the animation is like the game, janky, and you automatically change back to your weapon after throwing your grenade, but sometimes you don't. When you also change equipment, your camera changes position. Your first person camera just changes slightly to the right or to the left. Yep, and that's just janky and broken. And let's talk about squad AI. When you go into a game, you'll have some AI soldiers in your squad, and like the main character you're controlling, these can be upgraded and weapons can be changed. However, they are absolutely horrible and brain dead. They are slow at following you around, they don't like taking cover, They are also terrible shots, except when they are not and they spot someone hiding behind a bush from miles away and instantly kill them. They also love getting in front of you when you're defending a location and holding an angle. I've lost count of how many times one of my AO squad members has gotten in my way. I actually played Enlisted in the alpha and the squad AI was terrible then, and I expected them to have been improved in some way, but it doesn't feel like it. However, past all the jank, I have been having some fun here and there with this game. It's kind of like mindless Battlefield or COD fragging fun. This game looks really nice. The footage you are seeing has been recorded at pretty much max settings, ray tracing settings maxed out with DLSS on quality. It looks great and it runs smooth. The game is built upon the same engine that is used for War Thunder, so that engine has gone through many upgrades over the years. The environments are what stands out here in Enlisted, and they are gorgeous. Character models though seem a bit basic and sometimes they sort of stand out from the environment a bit, but hopefully that's something they improve down the line. This game is loud. Because there are a few people and a lot of AI fighting, the sound is just a bit all over the place. Once explosions and artillery and all the gunfire starts coming in, everything just gets drowned out into like a mumbled mess, and sometimes it just never stops because the maps can be quite small. When it does calm down a bit and you can actually hear what's going on, all the weapons just sort of sound alright. It's not like they will make you go, wow, that sounds so good. It's just like, that's alright. Sounds like a gun. I think the Kar 98 sounds pretty bad though. At the time of review, there are no microtransactions or DLC. However, this game is going free to play, so microtransactions will be introduced, and I can guarantee you that they will not be worth getting and they will be overpriced, just like all microtransactions. So, in conclusion, is Enlisted worth playing? Well, I have to answer two questions really. Is Enlisted worth buying to get into the closed beta test? And is Enlisted worth playing when it's free to play? Well, it isn't worth buying into the closed beta. The jankiness of the game really drags us down, and it makes it feel like a hastily put together asset pack. Not a game that's been in development for over 4 years. If you want to play a World War II shooter right now, then play Battlefield 5 for a more casual experience, or for something more tactical or realistic, then play Hell Let Loose or Postscriptum. But what about when it's free to play? Then yeah, I mean, try it out, it's free. At least you can try it without losing any money. But be prepared for its jankiness. Because of its development time, I don't expect this jankiness to be fixed at all. And to be honest, I would recommend just playing something else. So that's it for my review of Enlisted. I hope you like this video. And if you do, please give it a like, subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.